In response to Kiev's current attempts to attack Russian Crimea and the frontline regions, Russian forces have launched massive strikes on Ukrainian military facilities. Last night, Russian strikes were reported in the Odessa, Kirovograd, Kiev, Mykolaiv, Zhytomyr, Chersk, Dnipropetrovsk, and Kharkiv regions. The port infrastructure in the Odessa region in Ismail, Rini, and Belgorod-Dniester areas came under another massive attack. One of the strikes targeted the ferry crossing in Orlovka. Local authorities confirmed the destruction of another granary. A combined UAV and missile attack targeted the center of Kharkiv. The local authorities claimed that the city was hit by Iskander missiles, so they had no time to sound the alarm. According to official claims, Russian strikes hit the Kiev and Asanavianske districts. The local mayor confirmed damage to a certain residential building. However, the direct strike of a Russian missile into a house where civilians were allegedly sleeping reportedly resulted in the death of only one child. In fact, according to preliminary reports from local sources, one of the targets in the Kharkiv area was a hotel where NATO military personnel were located. It was reported that the local Rikarts hotel was destroyed. This hotel chain is particularly popular with foreign instructors. Earlier on August 10th, another rocket attack destroyed a branch of the same hotel in Zaporozhye, where dozens of mercenaries, including several NATO instructors, were killed. According to preliminary reports, another target in the Kharkiv region was the local command post of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, where the attacks of Ukrainian sabotage groups on the territory of the Russian Belgorod region were coordinated. It is noteworthy that on the eve of the strikes, the head of Ukrainian military intelligence, Kirill Budanov, who claimed responsibility for numerous terrorist acts in Russia, came to the city. Some local sources also reported the destruction of the Central Military Enlistment Office in the city, where Ukrainian men captured on the streets were sent to the front. In its turn, Kiev is trying to convince its audience of the cruelty of the Kremlin, which allegedly strikes civilians in Ukraine. On the evening of October 5th, the authorities of the Kharkiv region reported a strike on the village of Groza, where 51 civilians were allegedly killed. A Russian shell hit a cafe where a wake was being held after the reburial of a Ukrainian serviceman. It turned out that an officer from the Nazi battalion Aidar was being buried, and about 100 Ukrainian servicemen were present at the funeral, including ardent Nazis from this notorious battalion. Meanwhile, Zelensky is traveling across Europe, using the fake Russian attacks on civilians as a pretext to beg the West to pay for more Ukrainian air defense.